Hey, what's up? This is World. This is Haircare4waves. Third video in the series. This is pretty much the 101 series on how to get waves. We talked about a couple things in the other two videos that I put up. This third one here is going to talk about products, how you use them, how often you use them, when you wash your hair, and how to brush your hair. Those are three basic, very important steps in the process, so we might as well get that out the way, because this series of videos is going to be a straight tutorial, the whole 101 on this whole wave process. We'll start with the brush. This particular brush is a Crown 360 brush. It's shaped a certain kind of way, so it will make the brushing process a little easier for you. So if you want to pick one of these up, that'll be a good move. The top of your head is called the crown area. Every brush stroke is going to start from the crown. So we'll start from up here, and with this brush it contours to your head, so you just follow the contour straight forward. This way to the side, the other way straight from the crown and down to the side, and it follows your head all the way around. If you notice over here, I'll just put the brush right on the crown and come down, straight down, all the way around, forward and down. And all my brush strokes are according to that 360 wave pattern. So that's how you brush 360 waves. There's other wave patterns. You got 540s, 720s. In future videos we'll talk about the brush pattern for those as well. But that's what you're going to do with your brushes. How often you brush is completely up to you. This is pretty much a lifestyle. It's not a hobby. You brush forever if you want to get waves. The more you brush, the better off you'll be, the better they'll look, the more they'll shine, the more they'll connect, the deeper they will be, so on and so forth. The brushing is very important. So there never is enough brushing. Keep brushing as much as you possibly can. Just make sure you know the differences between the brushes that you use. We went over that too, so go to a past video and you'll see that. Another thing is moisturizing. You want to moisturize your hair. The best moisturizer, or the best way you can keep your hair moist, pretty much is free, and that's water. As many times as you can. Never can be enough of this process. You're going to wet your hair, your hands, and rub your hair down with warm water, warm or hot water, however you can take it, and that's just going to soften your hair up. And then you just brush that in with a soft brush. Brush it until it's dry, and that way the hair will try to curl up, and you're brushing it down, so that's going to help form the waves. Water sometimes is not enough, especially for people with more resistive hair. You need some type of product to put in there. So they make all different types of moisturizers. You got to find the one that's best for you. I can only recommend certain ones that work for me. Might not work for you or your type of hair, especially if you don't have the same type of hair that I have. This is a plain moisturizer from howtogetwaves.com. I've spoke about this before. Moisturizing I do daily, every day, and you could do it 2 to 3 times a day. Once in the morning when you wake up, you dab a little. And now, speaking about amounts, when you take that's enough. That right there. That's even a little too much sometimes, but that's enough. Mix it up in your hands like that. It's almost gone, and then you just apply that to your hair. Just a light coat. That's a light coat that I put on there. Then you want to hit that with a soft brush and brush that in. That's going to bring a gloss and a sheen to your hair throughout the day. That's what you want to do. So you do that in the morning, and you hit it up before you go to sleep at night. Maybe during the midday, in the afternoon, sometimes you hit it again. Another product that's good for that is this wave butter right here. It's similar to a moisturizer, but it's not classified as just a moisturizer. It does other things as well. Same thing like that. The same amount that I put in for this moisturizer, you put that in anytime you want during the day. It's good for brushing. I call it a brushing cream. So when you use it for brushing, it keeps your hair soft. It has a nice shine to it, and you do that throughout the day as many times as you want. when you lay your hair down, especially for those guys with more coarse hair, you're going to use a pomade. I go as light as possible with the pomade, as I've said before. I don't like my hair being too thick. So with this light wick pomade, I got this from howtogetwaves.com too. It's not like I'm promoting them dudes like that or trying to make it seem like only buy that. It just works, and I'm showing you what works for me, and this is the best that works for me, so that's what I'm going to tell you. It's light, it smells great, it lays your hair down. Now I use that once a week. I'll put that on the first day that I wash my hair, and then I'll lay it down and I'll put that on. During the week, I'll apply these the same way I told you. This you can do twice a day, this you can do whenever you want, but I wash my hair every 4 days. So the products will build up between those 4 days, but that's a good thing, because when you put that first coat of pomade on it, if you use that, I don't use it that much, but when I start growing my hair longer, I do need it, so I use it. Now, when you put that in and you put the other products in during the week, as you brush, it's going to help to form your wave pattern and hold it together. Then you lay it down at night with your do-rag, and then when you wake up in the morning, you go at it again, you wet it, you brush it, you put your products in for 4 days, then you wash it all out and you start from scratch, and you continue that process. You can use whatever kind of shampoo you want. I'm not even going to sit there and tell you that it really matters. Whatever works for you. I use different kinds of shampoos, and I use different types of products because I review them. You know, I try to bring them to your attention to see what works best for the wave community as a whole, not just for myself, so that I can educate you. So that's the reason why I know a lot about all these different products, and I'll show you ones that work. I'll even show you the ones that don't work for me. Might work for you, but doesn't work for me. So if you have a similar hair texture to me and you see how your waves, if they look anything like mine, then you'll know that it may not work for you as well. That's the only thing that I'm trying to do, provide certain type of knowledge on this wave game. So pretty much that's going to be your method. As far as the do-rag goes, I only put mine on at night. I don't really wear it during the day that much because I'm brushing my hair. How are you going to brush your hair? And I'm telling you, you should brush as much as possible if you have a do-rag on. It holds your hair down during the night. That's pretty much all I use it for. I don't need an expensive one. I just get anything to tie my hair down so it doesn't get messed up, and in the morning I'll keep brushing. And that's pretty much all you would have to do. So you know how this YouTube thing works. Rate, subscribe. If you subscribe, then every time I do a video, you'll know about it, and I'll do a lot of videos, believe me, because I'm really going to try to get this thing popping for you guys. And if you like it, leave a comment. A lot of you guys on Twitter, you follow me, and if you're not, you can follow Dr. Manhattan 718 on Twitter. And pretty much that's how you're going to get all the info from me. Other than that, I'm going to keep it moving and get to this brushing.